ברוכים הבאים. קודם כל אני רוצה לברך את האנשים שנמצאים פה, את כל חברי קהילת מנדל, את כל העמיתים של בית ספר מנדל והתוכניות האחרות, כל קהילת מנדל, כולם נמצאים פה, זה יופי, זה יום חג. אנחנו כמובן מאוד מצטערים שמורט עצמו לא יכול להיות פה היום איתנו. אנחנו מציינים היום דבר שהוא קצת חריג, חגיגה של כניסה לשלב האחרון של בניית הבניין. ואני מזמין את נשיא הקרן לפתוח את האירוע.
אורחים וידידים יקרים, ביום ירושלים כ"ף באייר, תשע"ו, 2 ביוני 2016, קיבלה ממשלת ישראל ההחלטה, אשר קידמה בברכה את הקמת הבניין החדש של קרן ג'ק, ג'וסף ומורטן מנדל, במקום זה בו אנו נמצאים היום. אבן הפינה הונחה ב-30 באוקטובר 2017, לאחר תהליך תכנון מפורט, ותהליך הבנייה החל ב-22 באפריל 2018. מה שאנחנו רואים כאן היום היא התגשמות של חזון, חזונם של מייסדי הקרן. עקרונות התכנון, כפי שנקבעו על ידי מורט מנדל לאדריכלים, היו עקרונות האלו. על תכנון הבניין אפשר לאפשר ריבוי מפגשים טבעיים בין חברי הסגל והמרצים לבין עצמם, בין חברי הסגל והעמיתים ובין הבוגרים של התוכניות השונות וחברי הסגל. כפי שתראו אחר כך, בבניין ההולך ונבנה ישנו מקום מפגש מרכזי מיוחד, אנחנו קוראים לו הרוטונדה, יחידי מסוגו וגם חצר פנימית נהדרת שניתן יהיה להיפגש בה וגם ללמוד בה. כאן יפעל בית הספר למנהיגות חינוכית, ולצידו יפעל מכון מנדל למנהיגות על שלל תוכניות המנהיגות המגוונות שלו. הבית הזה יהיה ביתם של כלל בוגרי תוכניות מנדל הרבות. Mort, can you see us?
Yes.
Okay, we're waiting to hear from you.
Okay. Well, I have a few comments that I've prepared, but I just want to share with so many intrepid faces. I can see about the first 5 or 6 rows in this, next to this beautiful building. The grass is already growing nicely, I see. And I had no idea exactly what the building looked like because I see it on my screen at my home here in Palm Beach every 2 or 3 days, but it's maybe 400 or 500 yards away, and I don't see the detail. The only criticism I have of whoever has made these arrangements is on the wall. I could only see Jack, Joseph. Next time you get a camera, get one big enough to get my name in it. Perfect. So I'm going to read these remarks. Thank you all for coming together this afternoon for this pre-dedication event. I don't know if most of you know exactly how this came about, whether Moshe or Yehuda had mentioned, or anybody else had mentioned this to you. But I have been coming, we have been coming 2 times a year, and it's always been a high point of my life and also others. And when we set the date for this particular visit, we knew the building was going to be pretty far along, maybe not finished, pretty far along. And I was having a birthday. I'll be 56 years old today. Okay, not 56. How's 98 sound? And we thought it would be just fun to have a pre-dedication event, which is really what this is, when we were there. And so we set the date, and even when it looked like I was not going to be able to come, Yehuda and Moshe and Steve and the rest of us who planned these meetings decided we would have this event. And I'll tell you something. I don't know how you feel sitting there. It's going to be a magnificent building. It's going to do, hopefully, wonderful things for the people of Israel. But I can tell you, sitting here now, if I never saw anything else but this group of many of my friends and this building, which I believe is going to be a joy forever, to work there and to participate in meetings there and so on. This is very, very, I'm looking for the right word. This is very, very gratifying for me to be part of two brothers who were raised in a home where helping other people was very important. And while we had very, very little money, we always managed, my parents always managed, and my brothers and I, as we got into 10, 12, 13 years old, it was just part of what we did. And to see this, to sit here, even though I'm not there present physically, but to sit here and see this, it's more than a dream come true. It's a tribute to the people with whom I grew up, to my father, to my mother, to my parents. And, you know, my brothers and I, before they were gone, they're no longer with us. Whenever we sat around a table talking about something, we used to say, you know, Mom wouldn't like this. And then we'd laugh. It sort of popped out, even after she was gone. You know what I'm thinking when I'm sitting here? Mom would have loved this. Okay, so I'm reading more of my notes. I won't be able to shake your hands. I see especially in the front rows, faces of people I know, many of whom I love. But we'll complete this building next year, and we'll have another real dedication. I don't know if you'll ever have one that will be more exciting for me personally. You can imagine how I feel. But we'll have another formal dedication. And so the only other thing I want to do is mention just how much I know what's going on. I know how involved our top team is. I know how involved other members of the Mandel Foundation are involved. And I sweated over whether I should mention any names. And you know, there's always one you forget, and everybody sitting in the front row and maybe the second row has been in that spot where, oh my God, I forgot to mention Chaim Pipik. So it's very risky. I'm going to mention two names anyway. Before I do, I think the only other thing I want to say is I see a lot of familiar faces. I'm pleased and honored that you were able to come there. I hope when I'm there for the dedication, and I'm not sure what date is the current target at the moment. How much I appreciate your coming today, and how much you'll never know how good I feel when I run my eyes. I can see everybody on the front row. In some cases, I noticed that the spouse insisted on coming, which I take as a real honor. I mean, that's a real compliment. But anyway, I know I'll see a lot of you, and I'll have the chance at the dedication, God willing, to give you, many of you, a big hug. I just want to mention two names. Neither of these gentlemen, both of these gentlemen will be angry with me. But I just want to remind them who's first in this hierarchy. So I want to mention President Yehuda Reinhardt, who's my partner in every key decision we make in the foundation. I'm so proud of the work the foundation does. President Yehuda Reinhardt, who's my partner in every key decision, who's been fully involved this whole time. And then just one more name. I really could do 10 or 20. I even see some people from Cleveland, who I'm very pleased to see. My rabbi, whether he likes it or not, he's stuck with me. And the other name is Director General Moshe Victor, whose fine hand has been on the steering wheel of this building all this time, and whose hand will continue to be there until we cut the final ribbon. And then my third category is all the rest of you who are involved. Toda rabah. And lastly, I'll just share with you what I probably have already mentioned. I'm counting, I don't know, nobody knows. I'm counting on being there for the dedication. If I have to charter an airplane, which I may have to do. My dream is that I'll be there with you at the final dedication. Toda rabah.
Mort, thank you very much. Don't go away. Don't go away. Mort stole my thunder. I was going to mention that he's 98 today. Let's sing Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
אנחנו פה בטקס שהוא יהיה המבוא לחזון הגדול. והחזון הגדול לא יהיה הבניין כשלעצמו, החזון הגדול יהיה ההשקעה באנשים. ההשקעה באנשים זאת האמת המיוחדת והייחודית של מכון מנדל ושל מורט ואחיו.
Hi, Mr. Memor. I think that we know each other. ראשית כל אני חייב לומר לכם שאני עומד כאן ונרגש ומתרגש. משום שהייתי כאן במקום הזה לפני כמעט שנתיים, באוקטובר 2017, בהנחת אבן הפינה. עמדנו כאן ממש, וכבר אז היה ברור שהבניין שיקום פה יהיה אחד הבניינים החשובים בעיר, מבחינת חשיבות הפעילות שתתקיים בו. אנחנו כאן בירושלים אסירי תודה לקרן ולעומדים בראשה על תרומתה רבת השנים בשדות החינוך, המנהיגות, החברה והרוח של ירושלים.